Guys, the truth is, with this rice, I'm feeling a little sorry for you, and I'll explain why in a moment. Hey guys, this is Ify and welcome back to my kitchen. It's the holiday and it's always a very exciting time for me because it just means loads and loads of good food. Speaking about good food, guys, you're gonna love this rice recipe. It's different, it's delicious, and it's everything you want. Why don't I walk you through the list of ingredients and then we can start. For this delicious recipe, you're going to need some seasoning powder, some rosemary leaves, ginger garlic paste. You're going to need bay leaf, cooking oil. You need some shrimps, onions that have been chopped. You also need some green bell peppers, onions, spring onions. You need some fish. You're going to need some crushed tomatoes, peppers. I'm using cayenne pepper, scotch bonnet pepper, the red one, and also the yellow one, okay? You're going to need some rice, and then for seasonings, I'm using some white pepper, some dried thyme, dried bay leaf, some salt, and some fish seasoning. So these are all the ingredients we will be using. So the first thing we're going to do is to prep our fish, okay? Just gonna cut off all the parts I don't need and then cut the fish into different portions because we're going to be frying this. Once you're done, put your fish into a bowl and then go ahead to season it. I'm going to season with a little curry powder, okay, some fish powder, and a little bit of paprika powder. I'm going to give this a good mix. And leave this to marinate for a few minutes. I'm also going to go ahead to season my shrimps, which have been cleaned, deveined, and dried. It's very important that you dry your shrimp so it does not steam instead of frying when you're ready to cook it. So a little bit of fish seasoning here. I'm just going to massage it into my shrimps. And then set this aside for when I need it. Now, to create your pepper mix for this delicious and amazing rice recipe, you're gonna add in some onions into your blender. The green bell peppers that you'd have removed the seed, okay? This green pepper is going to give this dish a lot of flavor. We're also adding in a green bell pepper, spring onions. And if you notice, I'm adding the white part of the spring onions. It has a lot of onion flavor, so you need that. In goes my pepper. Remember to use this. It's very, very good. It gives it flavor and also some heat. Then I'm adding some crushed tomatoes in here. I'm also adding in a little bit of water to help the blending process. And then we're good to go. This is all done. First thing we need to do is to add some cooking oil into our pot and allow this cooking oil get hot. Just a little. To add in your shrimp. And we're going to cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes only. After about 2 to 3 minutes, you're going to take it off the heat and set it aside. Now to this same pot with all this lovely shrimp flavor going on, I'm adding a little more oil. Okay, this is fine. We're going to fry our fish in this oil. So I'm just going to allow it get hot to meet up with the temperature to get hot basically, and then I'll continue. I'm going to add in the fish and allow it to fry. So once the fish is all fried and looks lovely like this, just take it out and set it aside. In this same oil, this very flavorful oil, add your onions. And let this cook for about 2 minutes. Now you're probably wondering what kind of fish I'm using. It's mackerel, guys. This is mackerel. And the reason why I've chosen mackerel for this recipe is because mackerel is so flavorful. If you know mackerel, you know it's a really flavorful fish. But hey, if you don't have mackerel, go along with whatever you have, okay? So I'm adding my pepper mix in here. Give this a good stir. Let it combine with the onions, the ginger and garlic paste, everything. The aroma is so good. So good. All right, so we're going to leave this and let this fry, okay? And I will show you the next step. Our sauce has been cooking for a while now. I'm going to add my seasonings so everything can cook together. I'm going to add a bit of curry powder, some dried thyme. I'm adding my bay leaf, a bit of fresh parsley, some white pepper, seasoning powder, and some salt. I'm going to cover this and allow this to keep cooking. Let's check on our stew base. You need to taste this sauce, okay? Because if it tastes good at this point, then you know that the rice is going to be spot on. Delicious. So we can proceed. Add in your rinsed rice. Nothing goes to waste. Everything in here. I'm using basmati, but feel free to use any rice of your choice. To give this a good mix. Let the sauce and the rice be well combined. This looks beautiful. Now I'm going to go ahead to add in some water. This is warm water, okay? And then mix everything together. This is looking good. I'm gonna add some more water. I don't think this water is gonna be okay. But you want to be careful when adding water so it's not too much. So cover and allow to cook. Medium to low heat, guys, medium to low heat. Let's check on our rice. This has been cooking really nicely. Ho, ho, ho. It's definitely the festive season. The aroma. So I'm going to go ahead to put in our fish. And this is the fish we fried. I just cut it into bite-sized pieces. I'm also adding in the shrimps. Guys, the truth is, with this rice, I'm feeling a little sorry for you. And I'll explain why in a moment. Your neighbors are not going to leave your house. They are going to be like flies all over you because the aroma, number one, is so good, and then they're going to want some of this food after they taste it. So make a lot, all right? So we'll finish off with this, and this is all done. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is different from your regular jollof rice. Of course, from the pepper mix, you could tell already, and every other thing we've added in here. This is truly, truly special and fit for the holiday. So we're done, guys. We are done.